This is Bimbo News with your hosts, Allie Siegel, Melissa Stecky.
Hello and welcome to Webcrawler's Bimbo News. I'm Allie Siegel.
And I'm Melissa Stettin.
This is a podcast where we'll cover everything from viral news stories to pop culture to things that we watched on TV during the week. We have a Patreon. Our true crime episodes are now only available at patreon.com/webcrawlers for $5 a month. We have new merch.
Yes. Oh, fuck. I should have worn my shirt. What am I doing?
Oh, what
I got
are you
my
wearing?
Mr.
Some
Beef
Mr.
shirt
Beef?
on.
That's it. We should do a shirt that just says like beef curtains.
Beef curtains?
You can find inspiration everywhere.
You can.
We have some really cute merch out. We have the Bimbo News shirt.
It's called That's So Hot.
With Paris Hilton. It is so cute. And that Melissa has one.
I got one.
We'll post a picture of you in it. And then I made a dad hat that says Bimbo in cursive.
It's perfect. It's a perfect hat.
Embroidered. It's so cute. I'm going to get that too. So check out our merch store, webcrawlerspod.com. Also, please rate and review us on Apple Podcasts and call into our hotline and leave a voicemail. If you'd like to be on our mailbag episodes, leave a message about something we've discussed in an episode, tell us a secret, a story, or whatever you'd like.
Whatever you
Insert
like.
jingle here.
626 63 for 2069. Nice.
Melissa, who are our patrons?
We have Isabella, Jeff S., Mackenzie P., KW, Katya, Georgette P., Sydney, Jessica J., Bow Wow Wow, Let Those Dogs Out,
Oh, wow.
Olivia K., Maddie S., Tina K., Shannon G., Christy S., Kate B., and Lillian Stettin.
I was going to say, that name sounds familiar to me.
Mother of Melissa Stettin, who is the host of this podcast.
Who is the host of this podcast. Hi, Lillian.
Hi.
You did a good job raising Melissa.
Well, it's still to be seen.
Well, actually,
still quite a few years
Never
left.
mind. I've said this on the podcast before, but I have the same birthday as Little Bow Wow.
You do.
I have the same birthday as Little Bow Wow, Chingy.
Isn't there some serial killer probably?
Thanks, Melissa.
Or a Pisces. There's a lot of Pisces serial killers.
There are. I think there's mostly like Pisces serial killers and Virgo serial killers.
Oh,
I think are the
weird.
most. Yeah, isn't that interesting?
Weird.
That'd be an interesting episode as well. Maybe we'll do a Patreon episode on that. Let's get into it. Speaking of your shirt that says Mr. Beef, you sent me an incredible photo of you eating a beef sandwich.
Yes, I did.
Tell the listeners about where you've been for the past few days.
Okay, yes, I'm wearing a Mr. Beef t-shirt that I got in Chicago. Mr. Beef is the store that the show The Bear is based off of.
Oh.
Yeah, you know the one.
I didn't know that. I never watched The Bear.
Yes, it's not filmed at that place, but it's based off of the guy who owns the store.
Interesting. And you did like an eating tour while you were in Chicago.
Oh my God. We got off the plane and we went right to Pequod's Pizza. It's like a deep dish pizza. It was so good. And then I had like a Bud Light seltzer. That was,
what is that?
I don't even know what it was. But I was like, I'm in the Midwest. I'm drinking Bud Light seltzers. It was so good. And then we had, I went to Mr. Beef. We had a beef sandwich. And I cried while eating the sandwich because it was so good.
Shut up. Are you serious?
I hadn't had a beef sandwich like that in like 15 years. And I was like, this is so good. And I was like, I'm going to cry. Martin's like, yeah. And then like I started crying. I was like, why am I crying? It's so good.
That's insane.
I just haven't been back to the Midwest in like 10 years or something.
Yeah, it's nostalgic for you.
It is. And then
Mr.
we ate. I went to the Dave Matthews Bridge.
Oh, yeah. That's amazing.
The only historical site I visited where Dave Matthews tour bus dumped loads of poop.
Dumps.
Loads of dumps on a boat, a tour boat underneath.
Is there like a memorial plaque or anything?
There was one put up, but it was only put up with zip ties, so I think someone stole it.
Oh.
So I didn't see it. I was looking for the plaque. I didn't see it. And then we went to Rosemary, which is like a Top Chef guy's pasta place.
Oh, interesting.
It was so good. Then we went to Hyde Park, home of Barack Obama.
Oh, I didn't know that. Wow.
Walked around Washington Park, saw a Frank Lloyd Wright house.
Oh, that's fun.
And then we went to Alinea.
Yeah, it's one of the only 3 Michelin star restaurants in the world, right?
It is crazy. It is the best restaurant we've went to. It is like Maria said, the pictures I sent her is like Willy Wonka.
Yeah, because it's molecular gastronomy kind of stuff.
Yes. And like always, like when you go to restaurants like that, you're like, oh, that's neat, but it's not that good. This food was so good.
See, that's kind of sometimes what I worry about. I mean, I don't really worry about it. Because
you're always worried about it.
I always am worried about it.
Is good.
Yeah. I'm constant. I stay up at night worrying about it. But sometimes I feel like it looks so cool and then it doesn't actually taste good. But that's so impressive that it tastes amazing and has that kind of flair to it.
It was crazy. Our table, when we get there, it's like decorated like a forest, and there's like these glass blown flowers that have like gazpacho in it. And then we go into the kitchen. They're like, oh, we want to give you this little like peach cobbler with like a piece of ham in it. And they give us this like amazing little beverage. And then we go back to our table. It's completely changed. They changed the decor. They changed the music. There's like,
it looks
completely
insane.
Different. We didn't even know because we were like in the kitchen.
The videos you sent me are like, it's like the horror movie The Menu.
Yes.
Where it's that same kind of
restaurant. Because we were next to the kitchen
vibe.
too. So we saw everything that was going on. It was so organized. It was so crazy. And then at the end for the dessert, the chef, the guy was there who owns the place. He came in and like did the whole dessert presentation, but like didn't say a word. He just came in and did it. And we're like, what the fuck? And they had like a smoke machine in there.
Yeah, it was, what was it? Like a deconstructed banana split or something?
Yeah, something like that, where there was like freeze-dried banana fudge with like strawberries and like peanuts and like chocolate syrup. And it's just on a big table, and you just
it was
eat
like
it with a spoon.
Splattered on the table. You got to post some of those photos.
I'll post it. It was bonkers. But there's an episode of Chef's Table on Netflix about this dude, Grant, who started this restaurant. And his story is crazy because he got tongue cancer. I think it was like 10 years ago. And he had to get like part of his tongue removed, and he couldn't taste anything for like 5 years.
For a chef, that's like...
So he had to trust all of his like chefs around him to be like, is this good? He'd be like, oh, this needs more salt. And they're like, no, chef, it doesn't need salt.
It doesn't, yeah.
But he finally got his taste back after a few years. But it's a crazy story.
Thank God.
Yeah.
I wonder with like the first iterations of COVID, because I don't think that that's a byproduct of COVID anymore. Losing
the
taste and smell.
Thing.
But there must have been so many chefs who got COVID and lost their sense of taste and smell.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, I think eventually maybe you get it back, but that just like ruins your, I cannot imagine. We'll have to watch that. Chef's Table, you said?
Yeah, on Netflix.
Wow.
I love Chicago. And also I was looking on Zillow.
I know you were.
All the houses are so cheap.
After you sent me that, I started looking on Zillow, but I didn't know what areas of Chicago to be looking at.
Right.
So I was finding a lot of huge condos, like in great condo complexes that were also way cheaper than LA, but really cool. Yeah, there's a lot of cool condos there. And there's a lot of cool, like, they look like brownstones that are kind of in a lot of, God, it's just... I've never been, but now I want to go. You gotta go. It's like New York, but smaller. Everyone was so nice. Really?
It would, because we were waiting in line at Mr. Beef, and it felt like I was waiting for like the soup Nazi in Seinfeld. I was like, I don't want to mess up my order. And like we get up to the counter and the guy's like, sorry, it's fucking nuts in here. Like, what can I get you guys? Like, oh, you should get this. And everyone was so nice. And I was like, oh yeah, it's Chicago. I forgot.
Because New York, it's like shtick to be mean at the restaurants.
Yeah, New York is like intimidating. I mean, people are nice, but Chicago's like, oh yeah, no, everyone's like nice and reasonable and like kind.
All right. Well, maybe I'll go then.
Let's all move to Chicago.
Yeah. Well, actually, this is a good segue. Speaking of the show, The Bear, yes. I saw this movie Bottoms. Have you seen it? Oh my God. It is so funny. So it's starring one of the women from The Bear, Ayo Edebiri. I might be pronouncing
Ayo Edebiri. I think that's
Ayo Edebiri.
She's great.
Yes. So it's written by Emma okay, listen, if you listen to this podcast, you know I can't.
Oh, Rachel Sennett's in it.
And Rachel Sennett. It's directed by Emma. It's two unpopular queer high school students start a fight club to have sex before graduation.
Love it.
So they start a fight club trying to do it for like female empowerment with the girls at school, but they're hoping that the hot girls join the fight club, and they do it so they can like wrestle with the hot girls at school. Funny. And then they're hoping that the hot girls will fall in love with them. And my favorite actor, Marshawn Lynch, is in it.
Oh my God, he's so funny. He was in that one show.
Yeah,
it was
the
like
Will Arnett.
Yes, with Will Arnett, where they had to solve crimes.
That's how I discovered him.
Legit hilarious.
I'm not kidding. He's my favorite actor.
He's so funny.
He plays a teacher in this, and it's one of those high school comedies where there's like no teachers at the school except for this one teacher. Yeah, it's hilarious. It's like inventive. It's really over the top and kind of like a parody, but I really, really suggest it. It's been selling out almost
it's in
everywhere.
Theaters still?
It is in theater. Yeah, it just came out.
Oh.
And I went to like a 6 p.m. and it was all in Burbank, and it was nearly sold out.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was great with a bunch of like queer kids in their 20s.
That's fun.
And they were all having the best time and like laughing and applauding. And it was just, it's just really great. I really, really loved it.
Have you seen Shiva Baby?
I did see Shiva Baby.
It's the same
I love
director.
Shiva Baby too. Yes. And Rachel's in it. Rachel Sennett, who is not Jewish.
She's not.
Yes. I know. Isn't that surprising?
Oh.
Yeah. It's so funny. Someone tweeted the other day, like every time Rachel Sennett's in a movie, there's always people realizing that she's not Jewish.
That's funny.
Yeah, right after. But they're both really, really amazing. It's a great, great movie. Are you watching The Ultimatum?
Oh, wait. I watched last season. Is this with Nick Lachey?
Yes, and I guess Vanessa Lachey. But
right.
So last season was the queer ultimatum, and now there's another.
Oh, I didn't
there's
know
a
that
new
I watched.
Season.
Maybe I watched the first season.
Yeah, so there's a new season of new couples. It just came out last week.
It's a crazy show.
And this season is some of the worst couples I've ever seen in my life.
It's where they go around a table and they pick who they want to like spend. Who they want to date, who's in there. It's like couples and they pick someone else to hang out with.
Yes. So it's all couples, and one person in the couple wants to get married and has issued an ultimatum to their partner because the other partner isn't sure if they want to get married yet. So they go to this TV show, and what they do is they go to this TV show, as one does, and they choose another person from one of the couples, and they date that person for 2 weeks and live with them and like have a trial marriage with them. and see what happens. And then after those 2 weeks, they go back to their original partner and date them for another 2 weeks. And then at the end, decide if they want to marry their partner or break up.
Crazy show.
It's insane. And
did you watch the whole thing?
so the finale is tomorrow, where you find out which couples stay together, which couples break up, who gets married. But it's so funny. I'll give one spoiler because it's not a big deal. But there's one couple who leaves before the show even starts because she sees that her I guess boyfriend, who she's issued the ultimatum to, is like kind of hitting it off with one of the women in the other couples. So then the next day, all of a sudden, they're gone. And Nick and Vanessa are like, oh, this couple's not here anymore. Blah, blah, blah. Found out that she was pregnant. So they had to leave the show. So I'm like, this bitch for sure faked a pregnancy because she didn't want her husband dating someone else. And they left the show.
Oh my God. The first season, at that round table, somebody proposed.
Yes.
At the table.
Yeah. And then they left.
Yeah,
so I guess this is a third season. So anyways, I guess next week maybe we'll talk about it after the finale, but let us know if you're watching it.
It's a great, stupid reality show. It's a great show.
If you have to, A, issue an ultimatum, and then B, decide to go on a TV show where you're going to date and live with someone else for 2 weeks, let me tell you.
Shouldn't be together.
It's not going to work out for you.
You got more problems.
Yeah. Also, I'll say one last thing. Like, all these couples are 25 and they've been together for like 2 years. Like,
it's so crazy. Like on The Bachelor, like they're all, I'm 22 and I want to get married. And like, oh, I've just had so many bad relationships. Like, how many? One?
Right.
It's really nuts. Don't get married in your 20s.
Issuing an ultimatum after you've been dating someone for 2 years and you're like 24.
I'd be like, okay, bye.
Yeah, I'd be like, no, I'm not marrying you right now. I don't even really have a job. Like, I don't
have
it's just
a
so
job.
crazy to me. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's a crazy show. Another crazy thing that happened. Do you want to?
Donald Trump he turned himself in.
Yes.
And he got a mugshot. And
not a bad photo. Not a bad photo. I'm not going to lie.
It was a good photo. Martin was like, that's his best photo. I was like, yeah, it is. There was a fake one. There was a couple of fake ones going around.
Yeah.
Ugh, I was so mad. I was like, oh my God, it's out. And I was like, no, it's fake.
I know. That final one, though, was like, he was like smizing. Like, it's like
he was smizing. Yes.
He watched a lot of Top Model before
he practiced in the mirror. He was like
100%
looking down. Like, how far down do I look? And also because the
scowl.
camera quality is really bad.
Yeah, but he was looking, you know what it is sometimes I feel like that bad camera quality can work in your favor.
Right, because it doesn't show all of your wrinkles and kind of blurs some of it.
Do you remember the old, you probably had a BlackBerry, but I mean, maybe it was the same, like the old like Nokia Razors, like those phones and stuff?
Yes.
The photos in those were kind of good. Like they're kind of sexy because the quality and like the lighting's so bad.
So bad.
I feel like that's what kind of happened with I feel like that's what happened with Trump's
we need to stop.
Photo.
No more HD. We're good.
No, I don't need high
no more
profile,
pixels.
high def portrait mode photo.
We're good with pixels.
Yeah, I need it blurred actually. I only want everything blurred. That's all I need.
So that was an exciting day.
Yeah, when does his trial start?
Well, I think there's a couple different trials. I think there's one, it's supposed to be in October, but I think the one with the election is March 2024.
Oh.
But he'll probably try to appeal that. So hopefully that stays. We can all watch it.
Yeah, it'll be a nice birthday present for me.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Another crazy thing happening, Fyre Fest 2.
Oh my God. I didn't realize this guy's out of prison.
Me either. I had no idea. But I also wouldn't be surprised if he was doing this like from prison.
Right. So Billy McFarland there's this article that says he claims $500 tickets for Fyre Fest 2 are already sold out.
There's no way.
Like, what is this? It says all 100 tickets have been sold for his second attempt at throwing a music festival on a Caribbean island. He was in prison for 4 years back in 2017 when the Fyre Fest happened. And he announced via YouTube that he was resurrecting his festival, and tickets were available.
Posh VIP. Like, what is that even? That's so shady.
It's Magnesis.
Yeah, like, that's his own ticketing platform that he created or something.
It's for a December 6th event.
That's soon.
And there's nearly 700 other tickets will soon go on sale, ranging in price from $799 to $7,999. And there's no description of what the festival is.
$7,999.
Yes.
It's in the Caribbean again.
But I swear, like, I read an article where, like, people who are in the Caribbean were like, no, he's not allowed back here.
Right. That's what I thought.
It's a one-day event taking place somewhere in the Caribbean. There's no location.
One-day event. That's crazy.
Yeah. He's been staying at a halfway house in Brooklyn.
Oh, my God.
And
who is Andy King? Andy King is also attached to the project. Fuck is it? Oh, that's the I suck dick for water guy.
That's the suck dick for water guy.
Yeah.
God. Like,
this guy still wants something to do with Fyre Fest.
So McFarlane also claimed that he's getting funding from an unknown partner to pay back all of Fyre Festival's inventors and develop a Broadway musical about the original event. No. You can't make fun of yourself.
No, but also, what's that law? Like, we talked about that law last time on the Patreon.
Right. Making money off of your crimes.
Right.
The Son of Sam law.
Son of Sam law. But maybe it's because he's out of jail. He can make money off of it.
Yeah, I wonder if it's like a different... Yeah, I wonder how that applies.
We need a lawyer to call in and explain the Son of Sam law. Because we keep Googling it and we don't understand it.
It's really crazy that people are buying these tickets. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if it was just like another scam.
100%. Who's going to perform? Who in their right mind is going to perform?
He's not going to pay anybody.
No, and what notable musical act after
is going to travel there unless they get paid up front?
Right.
There's no one that's going to go there.
But also for their reputation. No one should want to be part of that.
Yeah, it'll be a band that like needs money.
Right. Or it'll just be some TikTokers who I have no idea who they are, like some
Addison
YouTuber TikTok
Rae.
band. Yeah, I have no. That's okay, boomer. Like, I feel like Addison Rae is the funniest.
I just saw like a picture of her on Instagram. That's why I know. Her
me
name.
too. It was like Addison Rae. I saw articles like Addison Rae dresses provocatively for barbecue or something.
I was like, oh, a TikToker. I know her.
Yeah, I know.
I know that name.
That's so funny. Yeah, we know TikTokers from like 5 years ago. Yeah, I mean, I don't think if you're going to that, you need help.
Yeah, you need help.
I just don't. I would also love to know the menu of what they're having there.
They're going to do like cheese sandwiches as like a funny
parody. Yeah, I
can't do a parody of yourself. It's not funny anymore.
No, I don't trust this guy at all.
No.
Another thing I don't trust is the Streamy Awards.
Oh.
Like, and also, like, speaking of TikTokers, like, what even is the Streamy Awards? It's online, things that are online?
Yes.
It's like creator of the year, streamer of the year, breakout creator, breakout streamer.
I think I was nominated for one of these.
What? You were nominated for Streamy?
Hold on. Yeah.
When?
It's like a web web awards for like people on. It started like a while ago.
Yeah, but I would love to know what Streamy you were nominated.
I think
for.
it was like 2010, and it was like Blogger or something. Because I went to the awards like in New York. I was like invited to.
This is the craziest thing I've ever heard. Well, anyway, the Creator of the Year nominations were, I don't even know who most of these people are. Eric, Alex Earl, Charlie D'Amelio, Jay Shetty, Gideon.
Oh, Charlie D'Amelio. I know that name.
Yeah. Logan Paul. Michaela Noguera, Mr. Beast, Ryan Trahan and Zach King and Mr. Beast won. Show of the Year, Hot Ones and Chicken Shop Date were nominated, but something called Challenge Accepted with Michelle Kerr won. Have you heard of that?
No.
Streamer of the Year, someone named Kai Sanat. Oh, Dylan Mulvaney won Breakout Creator, so that's good.
Streamy Award.
Streamy Award, Melissa
I
said.
Swear to God, I was nominated
later.
for one of these. Shorty Awards. It was a Shorty Award.
Shorty Award. What's a Shorty Award?
Shorty Awards.
Honoring the best of social media. There's some celebs on this webpage.
Yeah.
Well, that's exciting, Melissa. I'm really happy for you. It was for
fashion. It was a Shorty Award for fashion.
Well, we got to add that back to your Wikipedia. Well, speaking of fashion, Ihop has just launched its first ever biscuits menu.
What? Wait, have they always had biscuits?
No, apparently Ihop has not had biscuits prior to now, which I had no idea. Which is crazy. I know. So for the first time ever, IHOP menu will feature a dedicated biscuit section.
Yes.
Yeah, so they have just a normal biscuit you can get, and then they have biscuit sandwiches. They have the breakfast biscuit sandwich, a chicken biscuit sandwich, buttermilk biscuit and gravy combo, and then listen to this, fresh strawberries and cream biscuit.
Oh my God. I had biscuits and gravy in Chicago at this place called Rue.
That's like my favorite meal.
It was so fucking good.
If I had a last meal, like if I was being sentenced to death, I would be like biscuit and mashed potatoes. Gravy.
And there was this biscuit place I used to order from before the pandemic. The pandemic shut them down. It was called like D something. It was like a breakfast place in
D's
Hollywood.
Biscuits.
D20 is a number. D something. I don't know, but they closed down, and I was ordering that biscuit and gravy like every day.
Oh, there's a place near me called All Day Baby, which apparently has amazing biscuits, and I haven't been there yet, but it's always closed when I drive by for some reason.
It's not opened all day.
Right?
You would think.
I know. So I need to check that out, but I fucking love a biscuit.
Me too.
Speaking of hot biscuits.
Oh, shit.
What's going on with Scooter Braun?
Well, apparently Ariana Grande and Demi Lovato fired him on the same day.
And I heard, I think Justin Bieber left too.
Well, there's rumors that he's looking for new representation.
Right.
So, Scooter Braun is known for buying up all of Taylor Swift's original catalog, and that's why she's recording the Taylor's version of all her albums.
Right. He bought her.
Apparently he bought it for, I don't know, hundreds of millions of dollars, and it's no longer worth that much. So he's lost a shit ton of money. So I think that's why everyone's jumping ship.
Yeah, I think he bought it for like $300 million or something.
Yeah, now it's like, and so Taylor's recording her own version, and everyone listens to those.
I've heard different things that like he's just leaving management, period. And that's why people are leaving. I've heard that he's about to get arrested.
Arrested?
Well, Yeah, because there's a theory that,
in the Taylor Swift song.
That Taylor Swift song, Vigilante shit, there's this line.
Idina Menzel also left him.
Oh, really?
Adele Dazeem, a.k.a. Adele Dazeem.
Adele Dazeem. There's this line in Vigilante shit that said, while he was doing lines and crossing all of mine, someone told his white collar crimes to the FBI. And so, yeah, people are being like, was he like embezzling money or doing bad shit? And then Taylor Swift told on him and now he's being like investigated or whatever. So
I guess Martin was telling me, remember when Ariana Grande, or I guess recently when she's going through all of this drama with like that married guy she was dating, I guess she needed Scooter Braun to like come fly to her to like figure it out. And he was like, nah, I'm on vacation.
Oh my God.
And she was like, I pay you so much money, you're not going to come here. And I guess that's why she left him, because he was like, no, I'm on vacation. Like he's just getting too big for them.
Yeah. It says, here's a list. This is from Yahoo. Here's a list of the people who have left. J Balvin, Demi Lovato, Ariana Grande, Carly Rae Jepsen, Idina Menzel, and it says Justin Bieber.
Wow.
And Scooter Braun tweeted on August 22nd, breaking news, I'm no longer managing myself. Yeah, it says the simplest version is that Braun is tired of dealing with the ins and outs of his celebrity clients and instead is focusing on the bigger picture. Some say Braun is just moving away from the day-to-day management of pop stars to hone in on his new job as CEO of Hybe America, HYBE, an entertainment lifestyle platform company. A Variety article has sources close to the manager stating that people are spreading rumors based on what they know, but they are off. Scooter's team at SB Projects are still handling both Justin and Ariana as they work through what this new structure will be like.
I think it might just be because he's not a good person.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. And that was a main reason for Gaylors out there for why Carly Kloss, whatever her name is, and Taylor stopped being friends. Because Carly, I guess, gave Scooter Braun like insider information about Taylor and stayed friends with Scooter Braun after Scooter
you don't do that to Taylor.
Yeah, because what's her name?
Carly Kloss.
Carly's husband, Jared Kushner, is friends
not
with...
Jared Kushner. It's the other Kushner. Jared Kushner's brother.
Kushner?
Yeah.
This is a really good description of what's going on.
She's married to Jared Kushner's brother.
Jared Kushner's brother. And he's friends with Scooter or something. And they were like all on a yacht right after he had bought Taylor's whole catalog. And Taylor didn't even go to Carly's wedding.
Yeah, I mean, if Carly's hanging out with Scooter Braun, who
that's bad news,
is enemies with Taylor Swift, you can't come back from that.
Yeah, like I wouldn't hang out with any other of the other people who are nominated for the Fashion Shorty Awards.
Exactly, because I would never talk to you.
Yeah, talk to you again. Same ordeal. Speaking of bad people, tell us about this next story.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, so remember when Putin's chef was like trying to take over Russia or whatever?
Yeah, the caterer or whatever.
The caterer, the chef. He mysteriously died in a plane crash.
Yeah.
You don't come for Putin.
No, I mean, that's crazy. Didn't Biden even say in some sort of clip like, oh, well, yeah, Putin probably killed him?
Yeah, he even said he was in. I don't know what he said, but he's like, yeah, I mean, if you go after Putin, consequences, something's. Yeah, crazy. Because
it's just
there's
insane.
A video of the plane crashing, but people said they saw missiles striking this plane.
Yeah, or they just like cut the engine, you know, or something.
It was an inside job. No, because why would you? No, he killed him.
Yeah.
He killed him for sure.
Oh, of course, 100%.
Crazy.
I heard some weird. I mean, I actually just saw the title of the article, so I don't know anything else other than what I'm about to say. But I saw, like, the Pope said something like Russia's great or something.
The Pope said Russia's great. The end.
The end. And it's just like bad take.
The Pope said the Vatican tries to clarify Pope Francis's remarks on Russia.
Good.
He praised the Russian Empire sparking Ukraine fury.
It should just be like, even beside the Ukraine, just in general, not a hot take.
Not a hot take. Yeah, you can't say Russia's good right now.
Yeah. I mean, they have some not great policies and ideas. Speaking of things that are not great in terms of policies and ideas, I don't know if this is happening across the United States, but in Los Angeles in California, there have been a ton of smash and grabs at malls.
It's crazy.
There have been like 5 or 6, maybe even upwards to 10, I'm not sure, in the past few months. It's been
like it feels like it's the past few weeks.
I know. I know there is
Beverly
Century
Center,
City Mall, Beverly Center, Rodeo, the Topanga Mall. There was one.
Glendale,
I
Americana,
mean,
yeah.
And it's did I already say Century City Mall? There's people, like, it will be groups of 15 people or so,
Sometimes
and they'll come
like
in
50. I've seen videos where it's a lot of people. They just come in. And they just all steal
loot
stuff.
Yeah, and then just run, because you can't stop that many people at once.
I mean, it's a great idea. If you're going to steal stuff, do it in groups, because maybe one person will get caught, but no one's really getting caught, and you can't do anything.
It's scary, though. I mean, I feel like I can't go anywhere anymore. Like, I'm scared to go to the mall. I mean, I'll still go to the mall, but I mean... I don't think they've been violent or anything.
No. They just go and they just steal expensive shit.
Yeah.
No one's been violent. No one's like hurting anyone, but they just go in, they just grab it,
smash and grab.
Yeah.
The only thing, it turned out to be fine, I think, but there was this quote unquote suspicious toilet.
What was that?
So someone at the Americana, which is near my house, is it's, if you've heard of like the Grove in Los Angeles, it's similar to the Grove, the same builder. And I guess someone went to the bathroom at the Americana, and there was a note that said, like, there's a bomb hidden in the Americana.
What?
Yeah. And so they called in the bomb squad and all this stuff, and I guess, and they had to evacuate the Americana, get everyone out.
Because they said it was in the toilet?
Well, they found a note in the toilet that said, like, a bomb is hit. I
thought you said someone went to the bathroom on the toilet and found a note. And I was like, wow.
No, they found a note on the toilet or something in the Americana that said, like, there's a bomb hidden somewhere in the Americana.
Oh, there was just this lone toilet just sitting outside, and there was like helicopters circling it.
Yeah, I guess maybe they thought it was in the toilet. I mean, I don't know what was going on there, but it turned out to be fine, I think.
Wow,
just a prank.
I didn't know there was like a note that said there's a bomb.
Yeah, because that's how it happened. Is that someone found the note that I guess was like, there's a bomb.
What? There's got to be surveillance footage of someone bringing a toilet outside.
Well, no, I think the bomb squad brought that outside.
Oh.
Yeah, the bomb squad, I think, removed it.
I'm so confused. There was a toilet this was inside the Americana, and there was a note in the
someone
toilet, so
went to the bathroom. Yes.
Oh, I was so
and then
confused.
they shut down the Americana, and then I think they removed the toilet to
I thought someone like put the toilet outside and was like wrote a note. I was like, okay, that's weird.
Yeah. No, this was in like the middle of, this
okay.
was at like 5 p.m. or something. This was like crowded, and they had to evacuate everyone and everything.
Why did I think someone brought a toilet to the Americana and just left it outside, and they're like, it's a bomb.
It's a bomb. I mean, maybe because that's what you would do.
Well,
a toilet bomb.
That's what I would
maybe
do.
that's what happened. I don't know. Wait, hold on. Let's see.
All I saw was a toilet and a helicopter circling it. But no, that makes so much more sense that they.
Okay, it's a 22-year-old man from Burbank was arrested in connection with a bomb threat involving a toilet at the Americana at Brand Mall in Glendale. According to the Glendale Police Department, officers responded around 8 p.m. on Thursday after receiving calls about a man. Oh my God, no, you're right, Melissa.
Oh.
After receiving calls about a man placing a toilet on the grassy area in front of the AMC
That's
theater.
what I thought.
A note was also left with the toilet indicating that it was a bomb.
Okay. Was this a real toilet? Because that's heavy.
Yeah, you're right. I think so. Although clearly I'm not the person to
Timothy
trust on this.
Terrachila is the mugshot. He placed, an object resembling a toilet at the Americana with a note claiming it was a bomb. But how heavy are toilets? I guess you could carry a toilet. What?
The evacuation was lifted after 11 p.m. after they decided it wasn't a bomb.
8 p.m. What? It was covered in paint. Like there was shit painted on it.
It looks like it was like almost like a piece of art or something. It seems
it was
like he
all
was trying to do
spray painted and stuff.
Yeah, it almost looks like
he was
is that
trying
to do
Banksy?
some project or like an art installation thing.
Oh,
like
a dolly
statement.
typically used for hotel luggage was seen nearby. So he apparently rolled it in. What?
I can't believe you were right.
Shocking.
Is the real
Shocking.
I mean, that's even more insane.
Because it was painted. That's why I was like, I thought it was like an art project.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I didn't realize that. That's bananas. What's crazy too is that people live at the Americana. It's one of those weird malls where there's like apartments.
I can't.
Condos.
Who lives there?
Well, what's even crazier
lives there
is I think I sent you and Maria. I found once on Zillow, one of them were for sale, and it's like $1 million, and it's so ugly and small,
expensive.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I can see like businesses having their offices there, but living there, you live at a mall.
Yeah, and you just hear like Frank Sinatra playing all day long.
Oh my God, the music.
Next to the fountain. I don't even understand how.
Oh my God, the music would drive me crazy.
And you use the same elevators as people in the parking garage. Like I guess maybe they must have separate elevators. I just don't understand.
I don't understand that. You just go shopping every day? What are you doing?
Oh, that would be so dangerous for me. I mean, I absolutely would go shopping every day. Yeah, I would see movies and go shopping every single day.
I guess that's what some people to do.
Yeah, I mean, if that's the life.
That's life.
There's this new app that I saw. Maybe we should join it, and then we can one day get a Streamy like we deserve. It's people are leaving from Twitch, and they're going to this place called Kick, which is another
Twitch,
app.
Huh?
Yeah, and because I guess on Twitch, it's like a 70-30 split, apparently.
Yeah, I've seen people tweeting about Twitch drama.
Yeah, and on Kick, you get way more money, I guess.
Okay.
But what's funny apparently about Kick and what the whole issue is, Kick has a 95-5 revenue split. So the creators get 95%. But I guess Kick is owned by like some weird crypto gambling firm or something.
Nobody's getting their money.
Yeah. So everyone's like, do not go to Kick because whatever revenue you're going to get, it's going to some weird, shady crypto NFT.
Oh, you're not seeing that money.
Yeah. Like you're going to end up.
Interesting. I mean, I guess if people are getting paid more. Wow.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's.
If you're on Kick, if you've moved from Twitch to Kick, let us know.
Yeah, we're going to move the pod to Kick. I don't like this next one that you wrote down. Tell me.
Okay, well, this a live worm was found in a lady's brain.
I have such bad hypochondria. Like
worm. So here's what happened. This lady went to a doctor because she was like forgetting things. She had depression. This was in Australia, I believe. Canberra Hospital.
Oh my God.
Sounds like Australia. She was 64 years old. She's from New South Wales. She had abdominal pain for 3 weeks and diarrhea and fever and night sweats in January 2021. So she went to the doctor.
That's a long time ago.
Yes. Well, they treated her for like, whatever, a bug or something. And then she was fine. And then come 2022, she started feeling like depression and forgetfulness. And they did an MRI and they found something abnormal in her brain. So they did brain surgery because they thought she had like an infection in her brain, but they discovered a worm. A live worm was inside of her brain. This is the first
eating her brain.
Yeah. This is the first, this doctor has said this is the first time this has ever happened that he knows of.
Yeah.
So they sent the worm to this other lab, and another doctor was like, oh my God, this is called a Ophidescaris robertsi, which was a roundworm usually found in pythons. So
we have to talk about the python thing next.
So, yes. So this was the first case of this parasite being found in a human.
Did she like fuck a python or something?
She had sex with a python. No, she lives near a lake inhabited by carpet pythons. Oh my God, that's the thing in the video.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, that's weird. Okay, so she lives by there. She had no contact with snakes, but she collected native grasses.
Oh, fuck.
From around the lake to use in cooking. So.
Oh, girl.
So they think the python may have shed the parasite via feces into the grass, and maybe she was infected by like touching the grass or like putting it in her foods and eating it. So yeah, they treated her. Yeah, crazy.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't want it. You know, this is like one of my biggest fears.
A snake, a parasite eating your brain?
Just like worms in general in my body
are
like
disgusting.
I thought I had a worm once in my colon or like my intestines, and it turned out not to be, but I thought I did, and I was terrified.
Sometimes after it rains, our cats will like pick up worms. Like I found a dried dead worm like under our couch.
It's so gross. Like real worms don't bother me. It's just like the idea of worms inside of our bodies.
Oh, there's
really
so many worms. Cats get dogs get worms. Ooh.
At my boyfriend's one of my boyfriend's cats has worms right now, and I'm like,
no, how did it get worms?
Eating an infected flea, I guess, but they're not outdoor cats, so it's like weird. But so I don't know.
Oh, yeah, you got to give him flea medication. Even
I know, and he doesn't do that. He didn't.
Well, they're indoor cats. Weird.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So
speaking of carpet pythons, there was that video
Oh my God. So I saw this video on Twitter and I sent it to you and Maria being like, is this real? Because I watched it and I was like, it was real.
This is fake. There's gotta be, but it looked really good. And there's articles written about it. It's real.
Yeah. Because watching the video, it doesn't look like people who would make a fake video. It's like a family having a barbecue.
Yeah.
Being like, holy shit. And it's what? Like a 40-foot snake in a tree or something?
I don't know if it was that long. I think it was like at least 12 feet long, 12 to 20 feet.
Yeah. I mean,
it was climbing from the roof to a tree. And then like its head popped out and like looked at the people.
Yeah. I mean, it's like from the movie Anaconda.
Yes.
Like no exaggeration. It's the crazy. And they're just like looking at it like another day in Australia. Like,
and like the dad was like, oh, the food's getting cold.
Yeah.
Like, what? There's a giant fucking anaconda in your front yard.
The way I would shit my pants if I saw that thing.
I couldn't, but like I looked at all the comments. I'm like, this has to be fake. There's no way. And everyone's like, oh my God, this is real.
I can't believe that exists in real life. I think when Anaconda first came out, I like did some research and I was like, wow, I can't believe big snakes like that actually exist. Yeah. And I think I forgot.
You forgot that big snakes exist.
Yes. And I think this made me remember yesterday. I was like, I cannot believe that snakes like that exist.
It's really nuts.
What's the biggest size snake?
Eating little animals. Just swallowing them whole.
Snake. Oh my God.
It's really crazy.
Anacondas can weigh 550 pounds, 20 feet in length.
Damn.
I mean, I know that wasn't an anaconda, but like, this is so fucked up. It looked like an anaconda. Like, if you Google image anaconda, I'm sure a lot of these are fake, but like, it's just fucked up. They're big to the point where you're like, that's not a snake. That's just something different.
I mean, it's just like a creature.
Yeah, like I don't think you can call that a snake. That's
a
creature in and of itself.
It's got like multiple rows of teeth.
I just sent you a picture.
Oh no.
Like if I saw that, I don't even know what I would think or do.
I had to do a photo shoot with a snake once. Did I ever send you those photos?
No, but I would love to see them.
I think it was a python or something.
Like Britney Spears style?
Yes, I had to hold it on my shoulders. And they're
heavy.
Yes. And they're like, okay, well, just put your hand by its neck and make sure it's facing out. And it kept like going back to my looking at my face, and I was like trying to turn the other way, and I was like, it's looking at me, it's looking. They're like, it's okay, just turn, it's not gonna bite you. I was like, please, someone get this off of me. Like I had almost a panic attack. I was like, I can't do this.
I just remember when I was little, maybe this was a Los Angeles thing, that there was always some kid who would have a reptile person come to their birthday party and like have like a huge python.
Whoa.
Or they would come to school. Like, did you ever have like a reptile guy come to your school?
I think maybe once they brought like a giant snake.
Yeah, like I absolutely have a picture of myself at like 9 years old holding a huge like python around me.
Oh my God.
But there's someone helping because they're so heavy.
Yeah.
You know who I'd love to talk to? Oh, this is a side note, but have you ever seen the Kyle Mooney reptile convention video?
No.
Oh my God, I have to send it to you.
I've seen him like outside of like baseball games.
Oh my God. The reptile convention is the funniest Kyle Mooney video of all time.
No.
You guys, if you're listening, you have to watch it. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
What does he say? Did the boys good? Yeah. The boys play the ball good? Like, yeah, they played great today. The boys look good? They did good?
He's so funny. Oh my God, I had the biggest crush on him. All right, let's cap it off with I didn't even click the link. It says I want to live here, and then there's a link.
So this is Is
it Chicago?
No. These are women aged 58 to 94 live in this co-housing community in the UK exclusively for older women. And it's for people who are widows, who are divorced. Some people still have their husbands, but they just live in this community with older women, and they just hang out. They have gardens. They do things together.
Oh my God.
It's just an alternative to living alone, because there's like more and more of these reports come out about like how living alone is like
detrimental.
It makes you die sooner. Like when you don't have community or somebody to talk to, it's really bad for your health. So all these women were like, well, we're going to live together.
This is amazing.
Older, and it's such a great idea.
Yeah, this like old lady co-op. I love it.
Instead of like going to a nursing home or like...
Yes.
I mean, it's people who don't need to be in a nursing home. Right. But it's like, I think there's 25 flats with 26 residents. There is one married couple. So they're like very welcoming of like, sure, whatever, if you want to live here. Right. But it's mostly women. But they do yoga classes. They like, you can have guests stay overnight, like your family or whatever.
Yeah, it looks like there's like art and gardening.
It just looks so fun.
Oh my God, ages 58 to 94. I wish they let 37-year-olds in.
Yeah.
I would move here in a second.
Yeah, someone brought their cat with them. It's
this looks so fun.
Great. It's such a good idea.
And all these women like are so cool looking too.
There's a workshop attended by members of Growing Old Disgracefully, Older Feminist Network, Older Lesbians Network.
This place is cool as hell.
I know.
And they look so happy.
I know.
God, workshops, an orchard, garden with wildflowers and berries.
They just all hang out together.
We gotta build one of these.
Yeah, like retirement community. You gotta start figuring that out. Where we're gonna retire.
Yeah,
just build a little.
Our husbands are long gone. Yeah, or our husbands can just stay in like a little separate area.
Yeah,
a separate wing. Wow, that's amazing. All right, so that's Bimbo News for this week. Melissa, if people want to reach us, where can they do so?
You can email us at webcrawlerspod@gmail.com.
All right, well, I'm Allie Siegel.
I'm Melissa Stettin.
And that's all, folks.
Bye.
Bimbo News! Bimbo News! Bimbo News! Bimbo News! All the news you can handle. Bimbo News! So tune in to this channel. Bimbo News! Everything you want to know. Bimbo News! About recent news and TV shows. Bimbo News!
Powered by Acast.